America has always had a fascination with royalty, especially British royalty. It reached a high peak with Princess Diana and Prince Charles because they were both young and attractive. Diana Spencer was born in Sandringham, England, on July 1, 1996. At the age of 6, her parents went through a bitter divorce. Her father, Earl Spencer, won custody of her and her siblings. Her family was very close with the Queen, which resulted in Diana being a common playmate with the royal children like Prince Andrew and Prince Edward. In 1975, her father earned the title Earl Spencer when his father passed away. This made her Lady Diana Spencer. After briefly attending finishing school in Switzerland, this shy, young woman moved to London. It was Diana's love for children that led her to become a kindergarten teacher. In 1980, Diana began dating Prince Charles, who was 13 years her senior. Charles soon proposed, and it wasn't too long before the whole world became enamored with the young Diana. On July 29, 1981, Diana and Charles got married as what most called the wedding of the century. Millions turned in to see the fairy tale wedding. Always so comfortable with children, Diana was thrilled when in 1982 she became a mother of the couple's first son, Prince William. Then only 2 years later another son, Prince Harry, arrived. Even though the children were surrounded by all the trappings of royalty, Diana made sure her sons were exposed to the world outside the house of Windsor. Diana took on her role as princess with excitement and enthusiasm. She became hugely popular with the public, but not so much with the royal family themselves. There was a certain way that was considered traditional that English monarchs behaved, and Diana didn't particularly live that way. But the people loved her for it. They loved her for her flaws, for her glamour, but also for her heart. By 1986, the couple, even though would be seen together publicly, began to spend less and less time together. Rumors of infidelity spread about parties on both sides. Charles started seeing his old love interest, Camilla Parker Bowles. The press put Diana under media scrutiny which few people could ever relate to. Her failed marriage, struggles of bulimia and depression, were all played out in the public eye. She had opened her life up to the media in a way no other royal had ever done. In 1992, Prime Minister John Major confirmed what the world had already assumed. Diana and Charles were separating. By 1996, they had officially divorced. Even though she was no longer called "Your Royal Highness," she was still considered the people's princess. She dedicated herself to the two most important things in her life, her two sons and her charitable work she had pursued so vigorously. She raised awareness about the dangers of anti-personal landmines and the AIDS epidemic. She did not just visit people with AIDS, but she actually touched them. By her doing this, she sent a message to the world, to the public, that it is not a disease that can be given by casually touching. Every aspect of her life continued to make headlines, but it wasn't long before the relentless hounding of the press went too far. In Paris on August 31, 1997, her relationship to Egyptian playboy Dobi Afayad ended tragically when the couple died in a car crash after they were chased at high speeds by the paparazzi. Diana's death shocked the world. Thousands showed up for the funeral procession at Westminster Abbey, which was broadcast on television. Her body was later buried with her family's estate, Epitaph. In 2007, her sons, William and Henry, were joined by more than 60,000 people at Wembley Stadium to honor their mother's memory with a concert to raise money for awareness and for the causes she lived for. A famous quote by Princess Diana is, "The worst illness of our time is that so many people have to suffer from not ever being loved." That is one thing Princess Diana never had to worry about. Even though she may be gone, she still lives forever in the hearts of her people.